Whatever you're looking for, it ain't here. Move along.
Oh, hello. I'm looking for Adelaide, mate.
Answers,
Need
huh?
some answers.
You must be one of those philosophicals. Already got ourselves one of those.
Well, I'm looking for the geothermal plant. Know anything about it?
A geo what? Look, plants ain't my purview. You're better off asking after Adelaide.
That's exactly what I asked in the
If
first
you're gonna
place.
start wandering around my camp, know that I got my sights on you.
Yeah? Alright, Crocodile Dundee. Not even Australian. What are you doing wearing that hat? Right. Adelaide.
If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a
She's
poultice.
got those weird cross
Whatever
eyes
your
as well.
troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear?
Yeah, what's up with your eyes?
Suppose that weighs on who's asking. My flock likes to call me grandmother, on account of my providing hot soup and free advice.
So you're telling me that
You
your
can call
eyes are
me
somehow
Adelaide,
related
though.
to soup?
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Yeah.
Why, thank you. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon, but it's been cleaned.
Looks like you've made a home for yourself out here.
A home for anyone who's ever turned their backs on Edgewater. A home for those of us with nowhere left to go and nothing to lose. So, like the spores of the puffball, cast on the wind and alighting on fresh soil, we put down new roots.
Anyway, enough with all that nonsense. Reed sent me to make peace with you.
Reed Thompson, you here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile?
Yeah, bitch.
Let's
And
hear
don't
it.
talk about eyes right
What's
now.
Reed's
You've
idea
got
of
some pretty
peace,
cold
then?
eyes yourself, lady. Those strange, inhuman-looking cross eyes you've got there. You're living off power that belongs to the town. Come back to the cannery, and that's about it.
Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned. I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves.
This is serious, you know. Like,
You're doing this for Reed. Why?
because I wants to, and I need a power
Cannery's got a
regulator.
regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip them out of the cannery's guts and leave us be.
Yeah?
If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid. Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery. Reed will never understand. He has been too long inebriated on the wine of corporate culture. All he sees is productivity, output, profits.
Yeah, but what about the people?
Life in Edgewater grinds to a halt. The cannery shuts down, workers desert in droves, and our own little camp grows and thrives.
And you get to be the queen of this crazy planet. I'll consider it.
I trust you will listen to your conscience.
I'll definitely listen to something. Okay, so there's some mechanicals in here. Oh. I'm gonna try and get away.
Investigating.
Shit. Fuck you, robot. Ah, we're rumbled. Fuck you, mechanical. Oh dear. We've lost Pavati. Duck! Starhammer! Nope, didn't quite work. Come here! You're gonna pay for that, robot bitch. Oh, that's it. Oh, Oh, look who decided to conveniently get up.
I know, but Vicker says the universe is a machine, that it runs by law. Real machines have gunked up oil, scratches, and worn bits. You can tell they've seen handling, been used by folk.
So let me get this
The
straight.
machine Vicker sees is one ain't never been run.
While
It's
we
not
were
for
fighting
people
the
to live in.
mechanicals
It's
and the drones,
something on a museum
you
shelf
fell over, hit your
under
head,
glass.
and this is the first thing you want to talk about when you get back up. I've never been much
I think
for
there's
religion
something higher and
myself.
greater than us.
I don't need to talk.
But I
Maybe
don't
she
feel
went,
it
maybe she
anyway.
went through the tunnel. Maybe she just had a near-death experience. Yeah, I think that's probably it. 100%.
Here we go! That's the last of them!
So it's the early part of the game where you just pick up everything, not quite knowing what it is. Oh, I get it. If you hit them in the head, their head spins around. Oh, Jesus. What do you think about this guy as well? So his head's spinning around now. Yeah, motherfucker. Got ya, got ya, got ya, got ya, got ya, got ya. Got you again. Hammer of Thor! Yeah. What am I missing here? Ah, yes.
No, just leave me alone.
Higgins. Yes, okay. Gotta go talk to Higgins.
Go away,
Here we are.
Phantom.
I'm coming for you, Higgins. So Higgins is down at the bottom of this thing, and he's not quite right in the head.
You're not real. You're not real. Get away from me, Phantom. Shoot, scram.
Hold your hock down horses, whatever that means. Calm down, I'm not trying to hurt you.
You can talk?
I'm doing
The
a pirate
Phantom's never
voice for a
talked
moment.
before. I knew I shouldn't have eaten that sprat raw.
No, I need his password, because there's something cool that you
Higgins
can
has
do
been
with
many
Higgins
things over the years.
that
Sprat
can make the
Wrangler,
game a little bit
Self-tuning
easier
critic,
for you.
Aetherwave personality, chairman of the board, galactic defender, Sisty Pig tycoon.
Sisty pig.
I've come a long way for someone who started off as a simple engineer right here in this plant.
How have you been surviving all this time?
Jimmy'd opened the vending machines. That lasted a good couple of
Oh, that
months.
makes sense. But then eventually he had to resort to more unconventional means, so he ate sprats. But anyway, this is the bit. If you have Persuade 15 or Intimidate 15, you can do one of these two. And I'm going to go for... saying you can help me.
Ironic deaths are the worst. You made your point. I'll help you. I discovered a flaw. Their hostility levels were hardwired to maximum. There's no changing that, but you could rewrite their targeting protocol so they attack each other instead. Yes, that's exactly it. I see you're also versed in the noble art of mechanical engineering.
That I am,
There's a
buddy.
behavior control terminal in the other room. It
That
should have
I
options to
most
change how the
definitely
mechanicals
am.
act, including whom they shoot at. Here, let me just write it down for you.
Here we go. This is it. This is the whole thing. He gives you the passcode because you're going to go and
tail.
rewrite
Definitely
the
start with the
robots
If
to
you're
make
feeling
them kill
adventurous,
each
the
other
ears are a bit
instead of
sensitive
people.
delicacy.
And I, for one, think that's pretty decent. Yeah.
Forgot what you were gonna say? Me too.
I'll just excuse myself then, but at least you seem slightly less crazy than you did when I first... Oh, this is the weapon I've been looking for. Thank you very much. I had this in the last attempt, and I need to equip it. Yeah, baby. Look at this thing. Yeah, bitch. Now, so what we need to do then is we need to go to the journal, reprogram the auto mechanicals. So we were actually just in that room which is what reminded me of this dude. So I can't remember exactly quite where it was. So we're just going to have to try and make our way back to that. It might be this thing up here. Here we go. Right, if you go to this thing here, once you've spoken to Mr. Higgins down there, you'll be able to make your way over here. And you go into this terminal here, you modify the behaviour of the robots, you select a new mode. The new mode, you can't do that actually, so you have to then select a new target. Define the intruders as the mechanicals. And hey motherfucking presto, any robots that are left in here about to start shooting each other, which is great news for us. I think we may have already killed them all in a panic though earlier. But either way, if you want to do it, if you want to sneak past the robots and do a cool way of doing it, then that's a cool way of doing it, I think. There's a lot of cool ways of doing the missions that I've seen so far. In fact, to be honest, this is the only mission I've already done. That's why it's pretty easy for me to do. I say at the moment.
Incoming!
What the fuck? I may have been wrong. Thor's hammer! Missed. Okay, let's try again. Thor's hammer! Ah, Thor's hammer. Right, this is the moment of truth. Please activate all 3 electrical track switches. Okay, we've got 3 more moments of truth, and then we've got the real moment of truth. Isn't that right?
Something you need?
Not really. Fuck off. Leave me alone.
3 switches. That'll be easy enough.
Yep, especially because we've already reprogrammed all the droids to kill themselves. So theoretically, this should be a complete doddle. Here we go. Switch numero 1.
Just 2 more.
Yeah, I know.
What'll happen to Miss
Oh.
McDevitt's folk if we send power to the Vale?
Don't think about that yet. Let's go this way.
Mind the steam. You're liable to get scalded.
Don't you worry about me. Why aren't these guys killing each other? What happened to my cunning plan? Wait a minute. Oh, they're still shooting at me. Thor's hammer. 145 damage. Since my plan didn't fucking work, and it wasn't a doddle, now you deserve one of these. And one of those, and one of those, and one of those. Level 4, motherfucker. I don't remember turning level 3, but I'm not going to complain. Yep, that'll do. Nice and simple ones to begin with. Sprint speed, health. I'm going to have to improve my dead-eye time at one point, I think. That'd be quite handy. Why didn't these guys get affected by the hack of the machines, though? That's slightly disappointing. Went through all that hassle and it did nothing. Ho-hum, here's the next switch. That means there's definitely going to be more robots after us.
What happens to the Vale?
Unless I... Stop! You just asked me the same question. I was just distracted by the fact that there's a big death robot that's definitely still going to try and kill me. The only machine in here is Dirk Starhammer.
The last. I'm not sure what the right is. Alls I know is the decision's final.
Man, this is really weighing on your cross-eyed head, isn't it? Okay, right. I think this is the moment of truth time coming up now.
Once we do this, there's... Hey, mister? Look, I know you want your power regulator and all, but
I know you're gonna.
I just
I
gotta ask
know. I know.
do you understand what you're
Yes.
about to do?
Yes, I've got a perfect plan. We're going to cut the power off to the people at the town, because that way the people at the botanical plant will start a new life under the lady who's been growing all of those plants. I've been thinking about this a lot while I've been murdering those robots, cross-eyed lady. Now, but, you know, let's see what you wanted to say.
I don't think you should cut off Edgewater's power. I think it would be cruel. I'm sorry. That just sort of came out all at once.
Yeah?
Edgewater's hurting. We've been losing workers year after year, and corporate hardly ever sends replacements. There's barely enough saltuna to fill our bellies anymore.
Mm.
Sorry, I didn't mean to babble on like that.
Yeah, well, you did. Fine. If you're going to put it that way, we're going to do it this way around then. There we go. We've redirected the power to Edgewater. Don't worry about me, lady. I've got a plan. Because those guys can't possibly live out in the middle of the fucking woods. Or hanging out in a greenhouse and shit. They need somewhere to actually live. So we're going to take them to Edgewater. Borstwurst. It's not the worst unless it's Borstwurst. Seems to be a pig that's still alive while you eat it. It just grows meat that you can just pick off its back. That's weird. That's very strange. Oh, balls. Whoa, no, no. Balls, hammer!
That's the last of them!
Better fucking be. Okay, so here's the plan, lady. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to go tell Adelaide to just come back to Edgewater. It's going to be fine. I know she hates them with a passion and she swore never to return. But fuck it, we cut her power off now, so she's going to have to just deal with that. And if she doesn't, I'm going to kill every single one of these people. I should have probably mentioned that that's going to happen on the way here. You might have some thoughts about that, but I'm not going to tell you. We're going to hope it works out all right
He used
when we
to
go
follow
speak
me
to
around
Adelaide in
before
here.
he left the cannery.
It's all going to be fine. So, here we go. The grand plan.
That's the thing about growing old. Your eyes start to fail. Elsewise, I would have seen you for the snake that you are, chopped you into pieces and roasted you on a spit.
So far, so good.
This is... Without refrigeration, my food will spoil, and my flock will starve.
It'll be
I
fine.
want to ask you this in private, away from the eyes of my flock, so they do not see me lose my temper. Tell me, why did you do it?
Well, here's the plan. I'm going to bring you back because you have a better chance for surviving, and then we're going to go on a big, long, elaborate plot to assassinate Reed, or we're just going to try and convince Reed to leave the town. But personally, for me, it's more about the regulator. I want to get into the spaceship, so that's my reason, Adelaide.
You killed my garden, destroyed my community, sentenced my flock to a lifetime of slavery and
Just
Edgewater
consider it water
for
under
a
the bridge,
power
please.
regulator.
No,
Well,
it's fine.
Shit, I wish it was personal.
Not personal.
Go talk to Grace and Thomas. Look them in the eye and tell them their life here is over. I would rather die among my flowers than...
Yeah,
live under
yeah,
mismanagement.
Adelaide McDevitt. You're being unreasonable. Come back to
As
Edgewater.
long as Reed is still in Edgewater, I will not return. Those are my terms.
Fine. I'll deal with Reed.
You offering to cross Reed off, huh?
Yep.
This some sort of twisted reparation for what you've done? Or are you just looking for a chance to sow some chaos?
Kind of both.
Kill Reed if you must, or talk him into leaving if you can.
Off I go. Enough talk. Dirk Starhammer is a man of actions only. Which one was it that I need to talk to? If I kill him, it won't be good.
Everybody keeps staring at me. It's not my fault the power's dead. Whoa, Miss Parvati. Hey, you're, what, how are you? Hi.
Are things safe out?
Great, just great.
Oh, God.
Okay, they got a crush on each other. I'll take it as a compliment.
Well,
Gotta say, this gun looks like it's seen better days. Maybe it's just the lighting in here. Let's look at the other one. This one seems okay. Hello.
This is a fine day, friend.
Yes, it is.
Power flows through our town like a cool stream of water.
Except you have to
I
quit.
trust Adelaide's people have seen their way to reason. So, when can I expect them back at their posts?
Here's the thing.
Then we are at an impasse. Stewardship over this town has been entrusted to me by Spacer's Choice. I am not perfect. I have made my share of mistakes. But I have done my best for this town.
Let's be honest, Reed. Town's a mess.
I have been holding this town together with both hands. You can't just expect me to leave. I am a Spacer's
Yes, I can.
Choice.
I have a hammer
My
with
father
a
was a
rocket
Spacer's
in it
Choice
that
man.
makes it
Edgewater
more
may
powerful
not
than a
look
regular
like
hammer.
much to some
I can
buttoned-up
do
freelancer.
anything. I'll crush your table.
But it is my
I'll steal
home.
your bowler hat. Adelaide's people aren't getting sick with plague.
I don't believe you. Plague's a reality of life. Best treatment is a good work ethic.
Jesus. Have you people ever eaten an actual vegetable?
The very notion is just grotesque. A raw vegetable? Why don't you just ask me to go chew the bark off of a tree?
Jesus.
We are a Spacer's Choice saltuna cannery. We eat saltuna here, and only saltuna.
It's ridiculous. Just so tuna every single day?
I don't understand. You say Adelaide's growing her own food, but that should not be possible. The soil's gone sour. Company said as much. Our own botanists couldn't grow decent crops for us, so the company got rid of them and shut down the greenhouse.
What's it going to take to convince you?
Adelaide has a secret, and I want to know what it is. If she's tending crop in her greenhouse, she's discovered something.
Very well. I thought I might have to go back anyway because I forgot to speak to one of them. What are you looking at?
I think you did the rightest thing you could, sending the power back to Edgewater.
Thanks.
It's hard to miss. She was in another division
Probably
of the
should listen to
Spacer's
her.
Choice family.
That's inhuman.
It's sensible.
What you're doing to me is inhuman. Thomas seemed very fond of you.
He's just interested in fixing stuff. He always used to follow me around, asking me to explain what I was doing. Like a puppy, kinda.
Just gotta get back there as safely as I can. Go as safely as I can. Safely as I can. Safely? That does not sound safe in the slightest. Okay. You want it? Here it comes. Oh, where are you running to? Oh. They didn't want it. That was nice and handy.
Her hand.
Alright, I know Crocodile Dundee, Grace Romero. You gotta come back to Edgewater
The
now.
matter's been weighing on me.
Sure has. Come on.
Fact
pack
is,
your bags.
I can't go anywhere long as Zoe's missing. Disappeared without a trace. Marauders took her, I suspect.
Yeah. I'll keep an eye out for her.
It's not
okay?
like Zoe to go wandering. Figured she might be out scavenging, but that ain't exactly her talent. Can't imagine where she's gone. Vale's a wide place. She could be anywhere.
I've thought about it, and I figure we should just change the subject.
What is it?
It's all gotten a bit morose here. I'll look out for her, but I came here on a completely different thing. I'm trying to fix my goddamn... Who are you? What? Oh dear. It's not really fun and games with these guys, is it? I don't really care for you. Yeah. Right, tell me everything. What's going on with these plants? How are you growing?
Look at that. The snakes come back.
Yeah, very funny. Now, I need to help convince him.
Tell Reed that I can make his people healthy again. I can end their plague.
That's what I tried.
Start a new
He
garden.
needs proof.
Tell him how
He needs truth.
the
Get to the... Human corpses! The secret is human corpses. I've been grinding them up in my fertilizer for years. Marauder, worker... Oh, marauder, worker, don't matter much to me. A human body is rich with nutrients. That is disgusting. Enough talk, let's get out of here. Alright, Reed.
You might not care for my leadership, but I appreciate what you've done for this town.
I don't care for your leadership, and I don't accept your compliment.
You'll excuse me for being skeptical. How exactly is Adelaide growing crops in barren soil?
It's not human. It's not humans. She's growing her crops with a special fertilizer.
And when you say special fertilizer, you mean what exactly?
I don't mean Oh, okay. That one seems... Of the two options, corpses mostly human and dead bodies that could have been taken from your cemetery, I'm going to go with corpses mostly human.
Adelaide has been using dead bodies in her fertilizer? That's...
Because it's the lesser of the two versions of that crime.
What a remarkably efficient solution. Recycling Spacer's Choice property long after its date of expiration. I was wondering about those missing bodies in Silas's cemetery.
Yeah. Well, I'm not in the mood to argue. You want Adelaide, step down.
You're right. I am being obstinate.
Yep. Now let's roll
It's
this
the
on,
best
shall
thing
we?
I can do for this.
Move this on. I want to get
If
back to
Adelaide's-
space, buddy.
Well-
I want to get back to space. Take care. Don't care what your plans are. In fact... nah. Yeah, that'll have to do. What a dick that guy was, eh? What have you got to say?
Where are we headed?
Where are we headed? Shut up. Ah, Dirk Starhammer is in such a mood. I'm going to steal... Maybe these are mood... Oh. There we go. What's up? If you call me Snake one more time.
Look at that.
Ah.
The snake's come back.
Yeah, hello, Adelaide. I've just been going to and from, trying to sort this whole mess out for you, when all I want is a goddamn power regulator. I talked him.
I never thought I'd see the day that Reed Thompson abandoned his post. Suppose we all have a breaking point.
Yep.
Suppose it's time our flock made our way back to Edgewater.
Thank you very much, Adelaide. Thank you very
Tend
much.
to what remains of the town and carry on with our lives as best we may.
Yes, you can. Edgewater's better off.
Telling me you did all this just to put me in charge of Edgewater. Stranger, you are some kind of twisted.
Well, that's definitely better than I was just fucking about the whole time. So yeah, that's what I was doing. I was definitely not just fucking about the whole time, lady. Cool. And now the final piece of the puzzle. Got ourselves a power regulator. Now we can return to the ship, the unreliable, and this whole thing has a nice little spot we can end the video on.